Hi everybody. I'm working on a project for my granddaughter, and have you seen those little word tags that are real popular right now? They stick them in between the embellishments, and I mean they're just single words. And so I'm making a gift for my granddaughter. I'm working on those pocket letters, and I'm making her some embellishments. And so I decided that I was going to make these for her, and I asked her for an inventory of words that she'd like to have. And that's what I have here. Now, these are the single open fonts. When I click on one of these, it brings me here. That was like literally, and the one that I'm using right here is called Zero Calypso Medium Rhinestone. It's actually a rhinestone font. I know that there's one in the original Pazzle software. It's called Engineer. Let me see if that is still there. Small. Whoops. I'm not seeing it. But I know that there are several of them. When you click on them, you're going to see, maybe this is it. Yeah, it is. So you have one. It's called Engine. I think it's Engineer, but they're calling it Engine Small. I'm going to go back to my Calypso. Let me try that again. There it is. Okay. So I have the height set at 0.25. Now it's 1/4 of an inch in height. So I'm going to click OK. And that way, everything on this line, that is the height of it. All of these are 1/4 inch high. So what I've done basically is I just went through and I typed all the words first. And I had actually tried videotaping this, and I had a problem with it. So let me just erase all this because I'm redoing this. Unlock. Okay, because I'm starting again. So now what I'm going to do is write some new words. So I'm coming over here where it says write text, and I'm clicking on it. I already have it at the height of 25, so I can just start typing. So I'm going to put Happy Easter. Eggs, Easter Bunny. And you know what? Something I forgot to do, and I'm kind of glad that I'm doing it in front of you. It's okay if there's only one space between the two words that go together on a phrase like Happy Easter. But, get back and do it again. Once you put the last letter, I've been counting 3 or 4. So this time I'm going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 will work. 5 spaces. So now I'm going to put Easter Bunny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. And I'll put Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. He is risen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. I'll just put bunnies. Okay, and now let's say I'm ready to go to my next line. So I'm going to hit enter. It takes me really close to the top one, so I'm going to hit enter again. And then I'll start typing again. I'm trying to think of something else. Spring. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ducks. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ducklings. I'm just making up words just so I can demonstrate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chicks. 2, 3, 4, 5. Easter bonnets. And I think that's enough. Okay. So now what I need to do, especially if you're going to share this file with someone, is I'm going to gather these together, and I'm going to go up to text and hit convert text to path. Once I do this, this will no longer be a font. If I want to alter my words, I won't be able to do that because it's not a font. I won't be able to get back into it. So before you hit this button, make sure that all your words are what you want them to be and the way you want them to be in the font that you want them to be in. This is the last chance. If you are not going to be sharing your file, you don't have to worry about this because your machine's going to recognize this. But I'm just showing this in case you are. Okay, so I'm going to click text to path. Okay, so now when I click on these, let me bring this up close. Okay, so when I click on each letter, you'll see all these lines are individual. Okay? What in the world happened to my H? That's really weird. It's there, it's just not showing up. Sometimes these will show up with a bunch of circles on them. I had already clicked this off. See what I mean? When you do that, this is what generally you will see. So what you do is go to Shape, and where it says See Open Paths, you're going to click off on it. Okay? So this is what your pen will see. So now that we have this part done, I'm going to gather everything together, and I'm going to group it. And if you have this option, it's a good time to use it. I'm going to lock it. If you don't have the option, that's okay. This is just reassuring me that nothing is going to move. So I try to click on this, I can't accidentally click on it. Okay? So now I'm going to come over here where it says Segment from Path, my line drawing tool. And I'm not going by this blue line. I want it higher than that blue line. It just happened that my stuff just happened to fall there. And the center of that crosshair is where the line's going to start drawing. So I'm going to hold my Shift key, my left mouse button, and I'm going to drag the line over to the right to the end of where I want it to end at the end of Bunny's there. Before I let go, I'm going to let go of my left mouse button first and then the Shift key. It's very important because otherwise everything moves. So I'm going to come over here to Select Elements, and this automatically highlights, and if it doesn't, then you're going to come over here and click on that line. Now I'm going to hit Alt, hold that button down, and hit D, and that makes a duplicate. So there's one line on top of the other line. If I go and move this now, you'll see there's two lines. I'm going to hit my back button to get it back. Okay, so now I'm going to get my crosshair on top of that, hold my Shift key, my left mouse button, and I'm going to drag it down to make it even in between the words. I'm not paying attention to the blue lines. I'm just looking for spacing for my words, my letters. So I'm going to let go of my left mouse button, then let go of my Shift key. I'm going to do the same thing. It's already highlighted. I'm going to hit Alt-D. That duplicated it. There's one line on top of the other line. Hold my Shift key, my left mouse button, make sure it's a crosshair like you see there. Oh, that might see what happened. My arrow went. So I've got to click on that line again. There's my crosshair. I need my Shift key, my left mouse button, and I'm going to drag it down and put it about where I want it for these words. I'm going to let go of my left mouse button, let go of my Shift key. So I've got my horizontal lines all set to go. Now I'm going to go over and click my Segment from Path again, and I need to hit my Escape button, and here's why. I'm going to do it the wrong way first. I'm clicking on my left mouse button, and see what it did? It drew a line from my last line that was over here before. I don't want that, so I'm going to do my Undo button. I'm going to hit my Escape key, and now I'm going to put my crosshair where I want my next line to be. So I'm going to come over here, Shift, left mouse, and I'm going to draw a line. And I think I'm just going to go all the way down for this because this is the end. I don't need to worry about it. And if it goes up a little bit, I'm really not concerned about that. Now, for these, you're going to have to hit the escape between each one, or there's another method I'm using, but since I've used the long line, I don't want, oh, actually that long line might work now. Because this just happened to be a happy coincidence. I'm going to hit Alt-D. I'm going to hold my Shift key, left mouse button, make sure it's a crosshair, and drag it over. That was just lucky that these happen to be in the same spot. But the rest of these, as you can see, like this needs a line here, and I don't want it going through my bunny. So now I'm going to click off. I'm going to click on my line Segment from Path. which is the line button. I'm going to hit my escape key, because if I don't, remember what's going to happen. Well, actually, that freed up for some reason. I don't know why. It shouldn't have done that. It should have connected to the last line. But that's okay. Be on the safe side. Hit the escape key. And get ready to put your line up. Got off of the line. Then escape again. And I'm going to put my crosshair in the center of where I want to start that line. I'm going to hold my shift key, my left mouse button, and drag it down. And I'm going to end with this line here. Okay? So now I'm going to get my select elements, this highlights, and I'm going to hit my Alt-D to duplicate it. Shift, left mouse, and it went off. I got to hit it again. Okay, get my crosshair. Shift, left mouse button, and I'm going to drag it between my words where I want it at. And always release the left mouse button first. Alt-D, Shift, left mouse, and drag it to the next set of words. I'll do the same thing. You just keep repeating this. And I'm going to continue doing this all the way down. If you want this one to be perfect, it won't be connected, but another way you can do that, I'm going to hit the letter M for mirror. I'm going to click on this bottom one here. This is already highlighted. Duplicate, apply. And it automatically brought one down. So now what I'm going to do is hold my shift, my left mouse button, and bring it down here. And I can see that this line here, I'm going to scoot that back up. I'm using my arrow key. The spacing is different for this one. So what I'm just going to do is just click on this, and using my arrow keys, I'm just clicking it up to that line. And that'll work. I'm happy with that. I'm not real concerned about it. And now I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to continue. In fact, I don't even want that at the end there now that I'm looking at this. Shift, left mouse button. I want to bring this over here because I want it closer to my word. And I'm using my arrow to make it go up a little bit because it was down too low. I think that's better. And you'll see why this is not real important in a second. Alt-D, Shift, left mouse button. I'm looking for the crosshair. Bring it over. And repeat again. Alt-D, that's duplicating it. Shift, left mouse button. And it went off. Click back on again. Looking for the crosshair. Shift, left mouse button, bring it over here, and do the same thing again. Alt-D, Shift, left mouse button, and scoot it over here. Okay, so these are my words, and these are the cutting lines for my words. Now, like I said, this is going to be a gift for my granddaughter. So what I'm going to do with this one, this is too long. I see how I get the little arrows. If you can't see it, they're horizontal arrows. There's an arrow on the right and an arrow on the left. I'm holding my shift, my left mouse button, and I'm going to drag that line over to the end of the last one. This line here is too long. Now, if I'm just cutting for myself, I'm not concerned about this. But if this is going to be a gift, like a kit, then I want all of this connected. Now you're going to say, well, how's it going to be connected once you get it cut out? Well, that's why I locked everything, because now all I have to do, oh, I just noticed this up here too. I'm going to get on this one. I'm going to hold my shift, left mouse button, and bring that in just a hair. I'd rather have less than more in this case. So what I'm going to do is drag on this, and if I drag on it and move it, you're going to see it's just the boxes. It's not the words because I have those locked. So what I'm going to do now is my undo button. Since I'm going to be giving this as a gift, I've decided that I want to make these the dashed lines so that she could like break them off. So if that, I'll find that over here in my color box. If you look over here, it says pen style. Right now it's a solid line. I want to make it dashed. Let's get this out of the way again. Okay, so now I have these all dashed, but I want to be able to cut around this too. So now what I'm going to do is make a box, and it's going to be dashed, and I'll have to change it back. So it'll be dashed on the inside. It's because it's a box. Okay, let me bring this back up. There we go. I have to make it solid. And it's a solid white because I have white chosen here. So I'm going to come over here to my brush and turn it off. Now, I'm just showing you how, let me get put this out of the way. I'm just showing you how I would do this. Now, I would not just have these on the sheet. So I would have other things. And so this box probably would be up like this and down like this. And I'll have like different things like ducks and, you know, whatever. Well, let me go over here and see if there's anything in here that I can bring in. I'll bring up butterfly. I don't have the word butterfly in there, but I'm just trying to show you an example. Okay, so there's my butterfly. So this would be like if I had a full sheet that I'm going to cut out. What I could even do with the butterfly is make it a punch out too, so that she could just punch it out, or I can have it cut out and that would become a stencil for her. So let me bring this back up again. I'm going to take the color out and I'm going to make the color black. So let me bring this up close again so you can see what I'm talking about. Get this out of the way. Okay, so like say I had a bunch of these butterflies and Alt D, Shift left. And I would probably use my multiply tool while doing this. But I'm just trying to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. I just need one more of this one. Alt D, left shift. Okay, so let's say it looks something like this. And then I might have like bunnies or something up here. Then she'll have the butterfly, she'll have the words, and then she'll have her bunnies up here. And if I cut them out in advance, these will be hollow, and she can use them as stencils. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about with that. This is for when you're making a gift. If you're doing this for yourself, this is just an extra step. So I hope that this is helpful. I hope that you will give this a try, because I'm going to be doing a tutorial on making like the small embellishments that I make for her pocket letters when I send them to her. And you're going to need this skill if you want to do it along with me. So this is Vicki Key signing off. I hope you're having a great day. It's nice and balmy here in Florida. And I'm going to go out and enjoy the sunshine. Bye. Hi, everyone. I know I just said goodbye because I was done, but I just remembered something else I wanted to show you. You could actually, let me break the group here. Get this up again. You could actually take each of these words. Oh, I forgot I got to unlock this. No wonder I can't click on it. I'm going to break the group. Get this out of my way. And what you can do is make each of these a different color. Like I'm going to right click on red. And maybe I want this butterfly to be blue. I mean, there's different things that you can do with this, besides what I had shown you. It's something I didn't think of. The other thing I forgot to mention is don't just think about the pen tool for this. They have those glitter pens that are really pretty, that would look nice with this. They also have the glue pens, and if you don't have a lot of letters like I don't here, now if I was doing the one at the top here, I think it'd be too much for a glue pen. Get back out. That'd be too much for glue cut. It would be doing great up here. By the time you get down here, it probably would be drying out. But for this amount here, it wouldn't be bad at all. But if you use the glue pen, then you could heat emboss these. You can just put some embossing powder and then heat emboss them. So that was just one of the things that I wanted to share with you that I forgot to share with you. Okay, have a great day. I'm signing out. Bye.